This is hybrid racing V3 shifter for RSX 02 to 06, and I'm also using a KStuned cable, adjustable cables, together with K2H conversion tranny bracket. It has to be a combo. 3 items has to be used in order to be used, or in order to work for 94 to 97 Honda Accord. Welcome back to the channel. Well, today's episode is I am going to fit this V3 onto a 94 to 97 shifter base plate, which is I already got an idea on how am I going to do it. For anyone that is really committed to buy the shifter, yeah, this will be a good episode for you. Yeah. A lot of scratching heads, and I figured it out that earlier when I was trying this cable, whatever I do, I could not straighten the shifter out, and the cable being routed right here. So, I think there's still plenty of clearance. This is the idea I can think of to hold this in place, and I'm going to bolt it onto here. And it's almost like it's in the car, just about. First gear, second, third, fourth, and reverse. For the purpose of what we are trying to accomplish here, I have decided to remove my KStuned cables. In favor of 9497 OEM. Here it is. This is the prototype. So I need more room for improvement. Welcome back. This is the revision 2. I just would like to tell you that it does work using the RSX shifter together with 9497 Honda Accord OE cables. All I needed to do is just pull it and bring it on this side. And to secure it, I made one of this bracket. I created a thread in there. Make sure to put a nut behind it if you can, because there's about 2 or 3 threads holding in there, and vibration might make it loose. This one I had to revise this, that way you guys can follow it. And there's the spring. So I'm gonna put some tape over it just to protect it. I don't want any debris going in there. This is the prototype, and I know I made the mistake on this one. That's the reason why you see 8 holes on there, mounting holes. I did it too soon. So I ended up putting it, backing it up some more, so I can play around with the shifter, get it straight and all that. 2 3/8. The width is 2 3/8. The length will make it 5 1/2. Yeah, that's 5.5. So here's the plate. And with this size, I can eliminate the making of the cutaway. It's got plenty of clearance. I don't have to worry about it. You see? I use a spacer to bring it up a little. It's okay if you don't want to use a spacer. You just have to adjust your shifter going up. It would not be sitting against here. We'll see how it goes. Okay, the distance from here to here is there. And as lengthwise, you can go ahead and put it even with this right here, or the entire thing. Because what's gonna happen is, but make sure you, when you put the bolts, don't get it too close here. Otherwise, this will hit right there. Before we go to the car, let me tell you how am I going to put some holes onto this. I'm gonna do it one by one. So it will be a repetitive sequence. So once I do one, they're all the same. What I'm gonna do is find me the right or the correct size for the diameter of this assembly right here, which happened to be too loose. I don't have the right size. So what I would do, this is for some beginners, I will just wrap a tape over it. And right there. And at the same time, it will protect the inside of this base. Your isolator will be different than mine. I'm not using the tall one for the back. Yours, you would still have the two front. Next will be the shifter. But let me secure this so it won't move on me. On RSX, I have said it's the wrong size. It's too sloppy and it's too short. So if you don't have the bolt, just put some tape for now till you get rid of that sloppiness, and it should go in with no problem. Put the tape, put as much tape as you can. I'm just gonna show you how I did it earlier. Right there. Now what I'm trying to do is try to center it, to find out where to place this base, the shifter, onto the plate. See how the shifter leaning towards the left? And what it does, if I move it forward, it will go to the right. Bring it back, and it's gonna go to the left. See how my bolt is hitting it already? So you don't want that. You want the bolt to be as far as you want, if you can. So I already made a mistake here. But if you have a steel plate welded on there, then you don't have any problem with it. But if you are gonna use a plate like this, then make sure it's a little over towards this side. But no biggie, I can work it. And also, see how the cable is straight? And see, I'm even up with my plate right there. See that? I'm all evened up. You cannot really go past from what the dimension I gave you, the specs that I gave you. Otherwise, when you put this, you still have to worry about this one. Where this thing is gonna land. Yeah, I think this will be ideal right there. Or if you like, you can put this trim panel. Oh man, I got some scratches. Oh, and work from there. And now I'm working on this side because it's kind of cocky. It's on the left, so it should be right there. And check the angle. Make sure you are straight, vertically straight. And I think right there. Yeah, this thing moves. Yeah, I think I'm good. If I put this, there should be plenty of clearance, I would think. And look at this right here. Remember, you still have a material they have to play with here on the forward side. I trimmed that side for the back, and then this is the forward. So finger gap, I think I'll be okay. I think so. I can always trim this. See how that's already been cut off. Yeah, I think it'll be good. I think right there, I found my setting right there. Well, let me take this off. Double check. Make sure I'm all straightened out. Okay. Right there. I'm gonna push it towards that way a bit. That way I don't have to trim any material for this lever to move down. I think that should be it. I'm all vertically straight from here to here. And right there. Let me see if I could push it a little more. How about that right there? Okay, double check. I'm almost centers right here. Yeah, I'll go for that. And yeah, I got plenty of clearance on top. Okay, I'm good. Next is the necessary hole, or for mounting the base on the plate. All I need is just a small mark. That's all I need. Okay, one is created. There. I'll put a thread on there, and I'll do the same thing for the next three. Created a thread on the plate, but the bolt will not go through. It's because it's pressing against the base plate. Make sure to punch some holes onto that plate. I want to make sure, I want it to be precise here. Otherwise, if that bolt goes crooked, there's no turning back. Okay, I'm gonna remove the plate again. So there's my mark right there. 2 thread has been made. And I can do the rest here in the bench. See how much the bolt or the screw protrude, and I have to go back to the base plate and punch a holes in it so it will go through. But the rest of the holes, that's all I need. Press against and turn it by hand. You could do this the other way around if you like, you know, put in the vise, or, but make sure you're straight. Using the drill press make it a lot better. It takes out a lot of guessing if I'm going in straight. Everything's been ironed out. I made the hole much bigger. That way I know I will punch through with no problem there. And make sure that if you are using a bolt here, make sure it's not too long, otherwise it's gonna hit the frame. And if you decided to weld the plate, a 1/4 inch plate, steel plate, then you don't have to worry about it. So make sure everything goes in evenly. Okay. You can see no more gap. If you see a gap, meaning your spring is not on there correctly, you're pinching the spring. And make sure I have enough clearance here to go down the left and right there. Okay, I want to make sure I'm all good. So make sure you're not touching on any of your plate. Yeah, I got plenty of gap in there. Okay, now guys, you know what to do, right? Make sure you give yourself an allowance on this side right here. Bring the mounting bolt or mounting screw farther back. Okay. mounting bracket right here. You have to remove this because of the cable is it's a little bit stretched. It went out on its way. I have to make sure that it goes on 5th gear. Yeah, no problem. Reverse. Man, I wish I have a 97 to 01 Honda Prelude shifter from Hybrid Racing. Yeah, it would have been better.